Hey guys, what is going on? Today I'm here to actually talk about some nice mods that if you're going to start playing Dark Souls, please download these mods. If you can actually handle them, please download them. They completely enhance the experience and you'll just enjoy yourself a lot more. I think it just makes the experience a lot more buttery smooth. So, you know, we got Dark Souls on the PC here last month in August, and you know, we got a bare bones port. What can you do? I'm just glad to have the game, to be honest. I know that From Software doesn't have much experience with that stuff. I just applaud them for actually bringing it to us. I know that a lot of people feel you know, mixed opinions. It's kind of a mixed opinions thing, but I just applaud them for bringing it to us. But it was pretty bare bones. So luckily the community is actually kind of cleaned up after From Software. We have DSfix. What that does is it actually makes it so the resolution goes up to whatever you want it to be. So when the game first came out, you know, the resolution was actually locked. I think it was 1024 by 720, I think was what it was. So it was locked at that. The internal resolution did not go any higher than that. And if you're playing without DSfix, that's what you have right now. And it looks muddy, it doesn't look nice. The textures are bad quality, you know, circles aren't circles. It just doesn't look nice. So DSfix completely changes that problem, completely solves it, makes it look better. Your game looks just beautiful. It really does. The game looks beautiful in my opinion. So I played 70 hours with 30 FPS. I didn't have much of an issue with it. At the start I was just like, I want my 60 because I'm a PC gamer, right? And PC gamers like their 60 FPS or above. I was like, I want my 60, man. Why can't I get my 60? When you're playing with the controller, it doesn't mean as much, you know. Controller, 60, 30 FPS. You can tell the difference, but not as much, definitely. When you're with the keyboard, I can't play with 30 FPS, but I don't want to go on a tangent about that one. So, you know, so the 60 FPS mod had been released. It was actually released about a week ago, I think, or maybe even longer than that. What it did at the time was that it couldn't play online. So my favorite thing about Dark Souls is playing online, PvP, getting invaded. You know, all that good stuff, looking at the messages on the ground. There's a lot of just really good online play in Dark Souls. And it's something that really adds to the longevity of the game, in my opinion. So, I didn't want to lose that online play just so I could have 60 FPS, even if I was, you know... Oh, excuse me. Even if I was going to have 60 FPS. So I didn't want to lose those functionalities for the higher frame rate. So what can you do? You know, I just pass it up. But I saw it today. I actually saw it on this new website, Dark Souls Nexus. I'll talk about that in a little bit later after I'm done talking about the 60 FPS mod. But Dark Souls Nexus, I saw 60 FPS mod, Games for Windows Live fixed. So Games for Windows Live does not have a problem with this one. Apparently it goes through Games for Windows Live, no problem whatsoever. And you can play online now. 60 FPS, online Dark Souls. It's just beautiful. You know, DSfix makes your resolutions look nice. Everything completely looks beautiful. Your game is buttery smooth, the game looks nice. What more can you ask for? There's one more thing that you can ask for. Nice mouse and keyboard controls, but maybe the community is going to do that for us as well. I don't know if it's possible, but if they can, I'd love to see it. I'll be very happy to see it. And we'll obviously make a video on that one as well. So if you are going to get into Dark Souls, please download these two mods. If you don't have a nice CPU, you can kind of skip the 60 FPS one because you need a very nice CPU. Also, if you're running on a laptop, don't even bother because apparently you need a pretty beefy CPU. And if you're using an AMD CPU, also try to steer away because apparently the mod maker said that AMD CPUs aren't really that good for it, at least I should say. So right now, if you have a nice Intel CPU, I just said CPU like 50 times in like 20 seconds. If you have a nice Intel one, then you should be good to go. And it should be pretty buttery smooth. If you played the game for a while, if you played it on consoles before, or if you've just been playing on PC for like me, I played for 70 hours in 30 FPS. You think that it's okay, you think that this is fine, but when you see the 60 FPS, it's kind of like just like a legendary moment. When you see one of your, like, this is probably this is one of my favorite games, possibly of all time. I just love this game so much. It's very rare where I see a game like this, where I just love this much. But you know, when you see these animations that you're normally seeing in half of the frames, and you see them in buttery smooth 60 FPS, it's a completely legendary experience. I suggest you guys just at least try it out. you don't like it, or if it doesn't run well, you know, I don't know why you wouldn't like it, but if it doesn't run well, just go ahead and, you know, take it out. You also could experience some loss in performance, as I said, with a bad CPU. Hopefully, if you guys match up to all those nice CPUs and all that good stuff, you guys will enjoy it. So, as I was talking, that's about it for the mods I'm going to talk about right now. Those two mods, DSfix, Dark Souls 60 FPS. You guys want to download them, the links will be down below. If you have Dark Souls on PC, I know if you don't already, I suggest you do, man. The game is just so good. It's so good. But let me know if I actually, if my words convince you to buy the game. Because if I convinced one person to buy this game, I feel pretty happy. This game is, just please tough it out. Please tough it out. I remember the first 3 hours, I felt like killing myself. But then when you tough it out and you do well, it just feels so satisfactory. I don't want to get on a rant about that. I'm not very good at not getting on rants, but so yeah, those are the two mods. Download them, enjoy, good times. All we need is a, you know, mouse and keyboard mod, and we're set. We have the best Dark Souls experience I could ever ask for. So yeah, we have the Dark Souls Nexus. Now the Dark Souls Nexus, just like the Skyrim Nexus, is for mods. So you guys know that I make my Skyrim mod videos. I think I have like about 80 of them. It might be 60 or 80, one of those. Anywho, I've made plenty of those and I love doing them. I'll continue to do them as long as the mods continue to get released. So you know that obviously the next Elder Scrolls game. There's some good stuff right there. So now we have the Dark Souls Nexus. That's right, the same like kind of brand as the Skyrim Nexus. So you know it's going to be well kept, which is just a nice thing for me, and I know a lot of people like the Nexuses. So the Dark Souls Nexus, you can. I hope there's gonna be some awesome Dark Souls mods for it. I really hope it's gonna be. I don't know how modding really works for this game because there's no mod tools released, as far as I can tell, and you know, it might be pretty tough. But I've seen some mods get released. I've seen some nice retextures being done so far. Some other few minor tweaks here and there, higher resolution menus and stuff, and of course we have a nude mod. But you know, it's just very awesome. I'm gonna be on this website probably every day looking at these mods. If I see stuff that I like and I want to cover on my videos, I will make a Dark Souls mod series. So let me know what you guys think about that. If you guys want me to make a Dark Souls mod series, if you have any opinions on that, if you don't want me to do it, let me know why. I don't know why you would want me to do it, but if you don't want me to, let me know why. If you do, let me know, and I will gladly do it for you guys, because honestly, when I love something like this, I want to share it with other people. It's a nice experience. Because I think that it kind of shines through in the videos. When I love something, or when you cherish a game, it's gonna shine through more than if you're just playing a game like the most popular one out there, like, ah, this game fun, I'm so funny, like that. I know people kind of like that, but anyways, there you guys go. Let me know what you think, and those are the two mods that I was talking about earlier today. Kind of a rant video in a way. I kind of ranted a little bit in this one, but that's fine. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I will continue. I have several more parts rendered for my Dark Souls playthrough, so you guys can continue to like that. I think that a lot of you guys are liking that when you start to watch it. A lot of you guys seem to be enjoying it, and I'm watching the Skyrim Nexus regularly for some nice mods, nice video mods. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Leave it a thumbs up if you did. We'll see you guys next time.